Community shared agriculture has been in North America for many years. Consumers become shareholders with the growers and, in return, are rewarded with the freshest local produce throughout the season. To get our CSA 101 certificate, there's no better classroom setting than Eagle Creek Farms just west of Bowden, home to Canada's only sunflower maize.
My name is John Mills and I am a farmer. It was originally my great-grandfather who came in 1919. We since went through raising cattle, grain, seed potatoes, other crops. But when I returned to the farm, I wanted to try something different. I wasn't really interested in commercial agriculture, and so I started the sunflower maize, started growing you-pick vegetables and flowers, and that's kind of what brought us to where we are today. I think the best part about living on a farm in central Alberta is that it's a nice, safe, clean, quiet environment to raise a family. I did get married last year and have a little daughter, so we're really enjoying raising her on the farm here as well. My parents also live on the farm. It's a really nice partnership my father and I have together, that we can work together and enjoy this beautiful spot that we have. So what happens with community shared agriculture, or CSAs, is families buy a share in the vegetable farm in the winter or spring, so the farm has the money to pay for labor, buy seed, and cover its expenses. In return for investing in the farm, the share family gets weekly deliveries throughout the summer of the fresh vegetables that are grown from that garden. In our case, we do 14 deliveries throughout the summer of fresh vegetables, starting in second week of June and stretching to the beginning of October. I'm not a complainer, but there's definitely easy times in the year and tough times. Weather can be a really challenging time to get through, but the people who sign up to a CSA farm, they're really supportive. They understand the challenges of growing vegetables in central Alberta, and they're just a real big boost in those low times throughout the season.
Creating a connection between families and farms has always been one of John's goals. The sunflower maize and you-pick gardens invite visitors to the farm and helps to show the importance of food in our lives.
So on the farm, we try and grow all the vegetables that we can grow in Alberta. Everything from potatoes to carrots, some of the key ones, onions, and the whole brassica family, which is a pretty exciting family of vegetables. It includes your radishes, broccoli, kohlrabi, cabbages, bok choys, and turnips. Then we get into a lot of the fun vegetables like cucumbers and tomatoes, garlic and sunchokes. So we try and grow everything on the farm to supply our CSA families. One of my favorite vegetables on the farm is potatoes. We grow 40 different varieties of potatoes for home gardeners and for our CSA and you-pick customers as well. There's so many different varieties. They come from whites, reds, purples, yellows, and so many different uses of them. But the other cool thing is that they're really easy to grow for home gardeners. They're really easy to pick for the you-pick, and nothing beats like a local baby new potato fried up on the barbecue or boiled in the frying pan. One of the things I'm most proud of on the farm is that we're not just focusing on one crop or one vegetable. When people come out to the farm, we try and meet everyone's needs, whether it's the enjoyment of taking your family throughout the mazes, showing your kids how to dig potatoes for the first time, or just that we have the you-pick flowers as well. It makes a nice addition. The kids come for the mazes, the parents can come for the flowers.
Something close to John's heart is creating partnerships with other local growers and producers. It was just a few years ago that John began helping Anna, a former farm employee.
Hi, my name is Anna. My husband and I own Country Thyme Farm.
Hi, I'm Daniel from Country Thyme Farm, and we farm heritage herbs, grain, and poultry. We got the opportunity from John 3 or 4 years ago, and he approached us one day saying, I really want you guys to stay around, and I don't think I can pay you enough to keep you on your own, so I'm going to go into business with you. How's that sound?
When we started the CSA, I realized that there's quite a bit of potential to increase the size, but I knew that there was going to be a lot of challenges if I tried to take on the whole task by myself. So I asked Anne and Daniel at that time if they wanted to take a couple of crops that we could partner together. They started growing they grew all the herbs for the CSA.
In our greenhouse we grow a lot of our more tender herbs, mostly basil because it's a princess, and we have some hot peppers in there. And then in the field we have all our different herbs and spices, anything from thyme to lovage to edible flowers. We specialize in those, and we do the poultry. They've expanded to chickens and grains as well.
Anna and Daniel provided a unique addition to John's CSA by growing heritage wheat and poultry.
A general definition of heritage, it's something that's 50 years or older. Basically something that our forebears would have passed on to us, you know, before all the industrialization and the crazy breeding that has gone into many things. Chickens especially is noticeable. They're very different than from what they would have originally been like. But basically, especially in terms of animals and the poultry we do, the heritage means that they can naturally breed. They have an ability to live off the land outside. They can forage, and it has a slower growth rate and a healthy growth rate. Heritage birds are a lot tastier than anything else you get from a grocery store. This is Momo. He's a Belgian bearded Duclay, the Millefleur coloring.
We're still working together, and they just recently purchased an acreage down the road, so we're going to be partners forever, I hope.
We got this piece of land, well, officially this March. We were looking at it in the fall, winter last year, and then we were able to get it, and we have been transitioning here all spring, which has been a fair bit of work. I grew up on a farm, and so for me, I think it's a really deep-rooted passion that started when I was really young. I've just known I always wanted to live off the land. This year, we're doing the downtown Red Deer Farmers Market, which is a little bit smaller than the Saturday one, but it's nice. It's more or less strictly about vegetables and food. And then we're doing a Northlands Farmers Market in Calgary and Hillhurst, and one in Olds, which is a little bit smaller, but we like to stay close to home too.
And you know, somebody can ask us for something that we don't grow, and we can say, hey, our farming partner does that, and vice versa as well. I think a lot of my drive just comes from, honestly, my love of food. I really, really love food. I love cooking, I love eating, and I love having good food, and I love having it available.
It's so important to us to grow our own food and make it available to others. You know, just healthy, locally grown food.
I think the thing that drives me the most is when it comes time to sharing what we've produced. So whether it's the first day we open the maze and we have kids just running around the farm screaming with joy, or whether it's the first CSA delivery and share families are looking in their baskets of vegetables and awing at the freshness and tastiness of what we have to offer. It's just making that connections with people and seeing the enjoyment on their face that makes it worthwhile for me to continue. You know, that's on top of just the fantastic opportunity of living in central Alberta, in rural Alberta, and enjoying what we have in our own backyards.
Besides the U-Pick, you can purchase produce and bouquets of flowers on site at the Eagle Creek Country Store from the beginning of August until mid-October.